very sad state of affairs. But my issue today, I need that same commitment or promise that the PS and the IG made to me to be executed on the ground. It looks like on the ground, the situation is different. I see the police having very good will. But somehow, the process appears to be interfered with all of a sudden. These criminals have been let free, and they have already divided the loot. And what I expected, and this we discussed, precedence has been set. Last year, similar incident happened at a place called Gas, where camels totaling to 300 or over 300 were driven away towards Mount Kulal. Very swiftly, security apparatus were mobilized, and they tactfully, and very rightly so, seized other animals belonging to other innocent people from the community where the raiders came. And within 3 days, those animals were produced. I would have expected the same action by today. So mine is to press upon the security agencies of the country, especially in our region, the eastern region, to rise up to the occasion. Do what they did then, because it produced results. By now, I expected the chiefs coming from the areas where the rustlers came from to be taking action against by now. To my horror, nothing has happened. No effort like they did in July has been seen or even been contemplated. We can't have two sets of rules in our nation. This is a nation with a vibrant constitution, with right to live, right to property, for, by the government of the day to every Kenyan. The government is accountable to everybody. Our rules and laws cannot be applied selectively. There is more than meets the eye. So mine is to appeal to security apparatus of this country, to Harambee House for that matter, so that what the PS promised me yesterday, and I'm sure he did it in very good will, he had all the intentions. I am not sure whether there are other powerful forces that have overturned his decisions. But the people of Marsaabet are crying. The calves, the young ones, are starving to death. The people who are relying on this cattle, their property, all their earthly belongings have been driven away. They have been rendered paupers today. It's painful when as leaders we will always come and cry to our security apparatus with no remedy at all. It is very disappointing. It is unacceptable. We cannot tolerate this. We cannot keep quiet about this. And therefore, I want to register my disappointment. As much as there are some who are committed to the cause, there are forces therein that do undermine these efforts. And this is what we want to bring to the attention of the nation, and especially so to Honorable Matiang'i, to take action and bring back our cattle. That is our demand. I thank you.
Marsaabet is primarily under bandits. They are in full control. They are more powerful than the police. They have outgunned the police, and they are basically the ones that dictate the security paradigm in Marsaabet. On 15th of this month, that is last Friday, in my constituency, a wrestling took place that was undertaken by 200 armed wrestlers, where they took away 538 heads of cattle, 21 donkeys, one was killed, and one individual was injured. Until now, no recovery has taken place. Although, like the governor has said, there was mobilization of the police on the ground. There was some reinforcement from outside Marsaabet to the extent that a police helicopter was used. We, as leaders, we have since established that one Ukuru Yatani, who is the cabinet secretary in the treasury, is actually the owner of these militias. He's the one who is sponsoring them. He's the one who is funding them and is providing logistics to them. For that reason, we want to appeal to His Excellency the President. If we want to restore the security of Marsaabet, for people's lives and property to be safeguarded, Ukur must be removed from government, or else we'll be just going in circles and not addressing the real issues. In this particular case, I want to be on record to say that Ukur was calling the county commissioner, the police commanders, and intimidating them, telling them that they should not take any action or they should not harass members of his community. I think if we have individuals who are hiding in the executive and interfering with the running of government, they have no reasons to be there. Finally, I want to say this. We, as leaders of Marsaabet, I think it is not the first time we are addressing the press. It could be the 10th or the 15th or even the 100th time. But we want to particularly say on this particular occasion that if the OP and the police are not going to take firm action on insecurity in Marsaabet, then I think lives and property of our people will be at stake. So our demand is as follows. We want the forceful recovery of these animals forthwith. Bandits and criminals should not be allowed to operate with impunity just because they belong to one man who is hiding in government. Thirdly, we call upon the President, Uhuru Kenyatta, for the immediate sacking of Ukur because he has blood on his hands and is a liability to his government. I thank you.
Very good.
As earlier indicated, recently, 3 days ago, we lost 2 lives in my constituency. Moyale constituency has been very peaceful. We live with Gabras, Garris in those areas, and we have no problem. The problem is coming from Nodor constituency, where Ukur come from. And basically, it is a matter of militia eating this village in Saku, moving to Moyale constituency, and this has been happening severally. I must also say that we have been very, very patient. As leaders, as Booranaa community, we have been very, very patient. But we cannot continue telling our people to keep quiet, wait for government response, when all their livestock, their livelihood, is being driven away every day by militia. When life is lost, and I'm saying Ukur is involved because since he used Article 223 to get funds and create the 2 sub-counties, he has been going with a helicopter every weekend, mobilizing what is happening at the moment right now. Because even this is a matter of celebration, which I even don't think why there's even any celebration, because this is just government initiative. The celebration has been every weekend. And what he has been doing, that is actually organizing his community against other communities. And we cannot condone this. We are all Kenyans, even if he's a cabinet minister. We cannot sit back and wait. Actually, he's making even the governors to suffer, I must say. Because right now, Torbi, which neighbors my constituency, they are not sleeping there. And it's comfortable sitting here in Nairobi. So we have all this happening in the past. And a good example, which I think the government should not use any favorism against any other community. I must say, in the case of the camel, it was Rendiles who took the Gabra camels. And one morning, the police came and interjected no movement of their livestock from that place. And that is the way the government used to recover all the camels. We have been asking, and the IG promised us the same thing should happen. Now that the Gabras have taken Boranaa's livestock, the same thing is not happening because it's controlling the people, the government officers on the ground. These guys should actually be arrested and removed from the office with the immediate effect. We cannot sit back and wait. We are running out of patience. Our community, especially the Boran, are feeling that they are left out of the government, and we are in the government. We are appealing to His Excellency the President to remove Ukur and actually take him to court for injustice which he has done to Kenyans.
Thank you.
Again, it is another very sad time for us, sad season for us, simply because as leaders, we have not been able to function. We have not been able to do any development simply because of these forces that are always against us. What has happened this week and even before is something that every Kenyan leader should be concerned with. But unfortunately, we have done press release several times. We have appealed to our president and the security apparatus, but unfortunately, nothing has been done. The last of all, what happened this week, just the week that has ended, where we've lost animals and people. Our people are still mourning. And I want to send our condolences to all the affected families, the children who have lost their fathers, the women who have lost their husbands. And I wonder why, as a government, we keep on saying we want to eradicate poverty, when at the same time we allow citizens to finish each other and increase poverty level to some people and to some community. It is unfortunate. A time has come for for us to say that every life matters. And in Marsaabet, the most affected community, the Booranaa community, where 13 young people were buried on the same day, as if they were not, from anybody, as if they were not given birth by any woman, as if they have not left behind any family. It is unfortunate that in the government that we have all been proud of, today we are sitting in front of our citizens and shedding tears. Our appeal to the government is this, that Article 27 of our Constitution clearly indicates that every life must be well protected. Why is our government not able to protect the life of people in Marsaabet? Why is our government not able to deal with the criminals who are known everybody in Marsaabet knows the vehicles that keep on feeding these people, the individuals behind, and the route they use. The question that we are asking today as leaders is Marsaabet part of this country? If it is not, then let us be told so that we can know what step we can take. As I finish, I want to appeal to the people in Marsaabet. As leaders, we have always told our people, do not do anything, do not revenge. Again, we say that until we come to the ground and address you people officially, please stay. Stay in peace. And I'm sure we will be able to get a way forward. Keeping quiet does not mean that you are cowards. By taking no action at this particular moment does not mean we are lesser human beings. But we are telling you, because we respect every life, please take time and do not do anything. As we have done that, our appeal to the Ministry of Interior, to CS Matiangi and all the others, you have always taken serious action on some areas and made sure that the animals taken have been returned. The people who killed others have always been seen. We are saying today we have lost our loved ones. We have lost our young people. We know that they can never come back to life. But please, make sure that the animals are returned to the families. Hundreds of families today cannot sleep in their houses. They have nothing to feed on their children with. And we are appealing to the government. Please, if we belong to this country, take action and make us feel that we are part of this country. Thank you.
I'd like to also add my voice to this insecurity issue that is happening to both Marsaabet and Isiolo. I want to say this from the onset, that there is a well-planned, organized strategy to displace the Booranaa community from both Isiolo and Marsaabet. That I must say. When you look at the events, the way this fight is planned, it is not one village being attacked. It is multiple villages attacked in a span of hours apart. And you could see Isiolo is attacked, Marsaabet is attacked. This has got nothing to do with insecurity, the normal pastoralist insecurity. This is clearly politics and politics in play. This has happened since Muhammad Ali, the current governor of Marsaabet, won the election. And it is well calculated by none other than Ukur Yatani with the support of the government. Therefore, I disagree when my colleagues are saying that there is a commitment from the government. Absolutely what we are seeing is lack of the commitment from the government. There is two centers of powers in government, one that gives instruction from OP and the other one which counters the instruction from Treasury. That one I must say. And please, if at all you, the people of press, really are interested in the lives of the citizens of this country, this must be reported and it must reach the president. And today, we are not begging. We are demanding for the sacking of one Ukur Yatani for misusing his position, for coercing, for even calling the IG and telling him if he continues with the operation, his budget will be withheld. We have evidence to that. We have evidence to that. We are not just alleging. The government helicopter flew, saw the animals, but when they were just about to go in, they got an instruction from Ukur to head back, and they really headed back. We are tired. We want to say nobody has monopoly of illegal arms. If the government does not come and stop this and recover our animals, we will protect ourselves. We will protect ourselves. We will arm our people, and we will recover our animals, and we will protect our life, both in Isiolo and in Marsaabet. We are tired. Enough is enough. We cannot be burying people every day when the government is watching. Within Isiolo County, the other day, I addressed the press. When the Turkana in Isiolo County had a dispute with the Meru, they sent all the machineries of the government there, and they forcefully took about 4,000 cattle from the Turkana community and told them, we will hold this until you return the Meru animals. And in 10 days, the animals were returned. If the government is committed, they will have done that. The IG wanted to do, but Ukur gave instruction to stop. So we are saying, we are actually giving ultimatum. This thing will either stop, we should have our animals back, latest before the end of this week, failure to which we are defending ourselves. We will recover our animals under all costs. Thirdly, as I finish, when in 2013, the Booranaa community, through our candidate then, Mahmoud Ali, lost to Ukur Yatani, I remember we lobbied because we were the other wing in the government, Jubilee government. We were told by His Excellency the President that he cannot appoint a person who has lost an election, especially at a governor level. That is how Mahmoud was appointed the chairman of NHIF. The question is, what happened that Ukur, who has one constituency in Marsaabet County, will be appointed, and appointed so to a very powerful docket of treasury to just come and victimize us?